What's going on, folks? My name is Joe, aka Jake to the OE. Welcome back to Joe Eats Games, where we talk about video games, food, nerd stuff, or anything else that's going on in my life. A few days ago, my local game store, Super Bit Video Games in Annandale, Virginia, had a 5-year anniversary, and everything was 20% off there. And I found one of my personal Grail items, the thing that I've been looking for since I started collecting in 2019, a family computer. I'm so hyped. And I thought, hey, I'd unbox it in front of you. Before we get started, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and let me know if you're down with the FamiCom here. Now, why is this so important to me? This was the very first video game I've ever played. It was Super Mario Brothers, probably 1991, and I was 6 at the time, 5 or 6, and my cousin next door had it, and I just saw, this little red dude just walk across, and I was hooked. I was hooked. And, I started collecting in 2019, and the very first thing I've ever wanted was a FamiCom, or family computer, which is what we called it in the Philippines, because of how it reminded me of that very first time I played. Now, I had a rule. I wanted to find it in the wild. I didn't want to get it online. I didn't want to get it on Amazon or eBay. I wanted to find it and hold it and see it and then buy it. We were supposed to go to Japan in 2020, but that didn't happen, so I couldn't get it then. And I just gave up hope. I have seen it in a few other game stores, but it was like $200, and I'm like, man, that just seems too much. But I found this for $100 in the box, and with the discount, I ended up paying $80 for it. And so yeah, the FamiCom family computer was released in Japan in 1983. This was the Eastern version, or the Asian version of the Nintendo Entertainment System. So let's open it up. It's just this in the cover. Whoa, I love these cartridges. They're super colorful. Can't wait to start collecting them, because they're cheaper than some NES games. Yes! Look at that. Look at that. We'll go with this stuff first, okay? So this, I remember hooking this up to my TV here. You had to, I forgot what channel it was, but it's channel 3 here. I do have a little bit of an adapter for the coax cable here. And yeah, I actually remember hooking up this RF switch here on the back of my TV in the Philippines. And so, that is crazy. Of course, there is the big brick, the adapter. And now, it comes with the manual. CIB. Let's look at the manual first, because the pièce de résistance is the console. Oh, wow. It even has this power sheet here. So, wow. I'm made way more. Wow, I didn't know this had the manual. But, I don't read Japanese. It was like this in the Philippines. We didn't read Japanese either, but we could look at pictures. And so, oh my gosh. Like, you have no idea how happy I am right now. It just says, how to hook it up to the TV. And, sadly, they did not have Super Mario Brothers there. I did get 2 games, which I'll show you. But yeah, here it is. What's really cool about this is that it already has 2 controllers, and it's already, it's a little tied up. It's already attached to the console, so you're never gonna lose it, and it sits right here, just like that. What's cool about this second player is that it has like a little volume control here. Yeah, a little volume control here. Got the A and B buttons. Yeah. Got the power button here. and the reset here, and how you take. This was a lot like actually the Super Nintendo had a press down, but this is how you got the cartridges out right there, and the cartridges go right here, pops up and right in there. Man, like you have no idea. Oh, and then one player has the one here, and then two player, just so you know, has the two here. You have oh my gosh, you have no idea how I feel right now. Like, I know this isn't really like super expensive or anything like that to be like considered a Grail item for most, but for me, this is all I wanted when I started collecting video games. Man, I remember like sitting at the floor in the Philippines. This was on the floor and playing Mario, just the first 2 levels, because I wasn't good. You know, I was 5. I didn't have that dexterity. And here, depending on what you want, this is the adapter. This says if you want TV or game. I actually don't know what that means and what channel to pick, channel 2 or channel 1 back then. So this is great, man. So I mentioned this earlier, looking at the box, that I really like that the cartridges are all different colors. I think when they came to the West, to America, the NES, they wanted to make it less video gamey. That's why it kind of looks like a VCR, because of the video game crash that happened in the 80s. And so when Nintendo was coming out, they wanted to make it less whimsical, essentially, or less like a toy and more like an entertainment system. That's why they called it that. So the 2 games that I got is what I think are classics, at least for me. It's Excite Bike. This was $9 or $10, and Astro Boy, which I don't know what. Oh, Tetsuwan Atom. So, but Astro Boy, right here. And so, yeah, this is a 2D. Excite Bike is like a motorbike racing game. Procedurally generated hops and stuff, which I think is really cool. And Astro Boy is like from the anime Astro Boy, and it's like a side-scrolling beat-em-up platformer type thing, which is honestly what a lot of the games in the NES era, the 8-bit era, was. But yeah, I am super excited. So that's it. You know, thanks for taking that journey with me. I hope you could see it through the screen how happy and content I am just getting this, and I can't wait to actually collect for the family computer. I'll collect for this way more than I collect for the NES, just because this means way more to me. And so, yeah. And honestly, the games are cheaper, so if you find them. But all right, so thanks for watching. I'll see you later, or I will see you another time. Bye.